My name is David Tews. I'm from Serenity House. We provide substance abuse treatment services. We put a sober roof and a safe place to live over the heads of hundreds of men and women every year. If Serenity House is gone, these folks will be homeless or they'll be living right over there in the jail, costing a lot more. Please, please do not let these cuts stand. Here is someone who has benefited from Serenity House. Here's Jeff. Welcome, Jeff. Please bear with me. I'm nervous as hell.
I am great.
My name is Jeff Rhodes, and I'm a recovering alcoholic and addict. I'm going to make this short and sweet. I've tried different treatment centers, and if it wasn't for Cornell Interventions in Woodridge, Illinois, and Serenity House in Addison, Illinois, not an analogy, but I would be dead today. It's provided me with a safe place to learn how to live again without having to use alcohol or drugs. Please, please, no more cuts. No more cuts!
No more cuts! No more cuts! No more cuts! No more cuts! No more cuts!
All of us are angry. All of us are scared. And how deplorable that people with disabilities are so afraid that they come up and say, I hate you. And what she means is, I hate what is happening to me. I'm scared that I won't have a job. I'm scared that I won't have a group home to live in. I'm scared that I won't have supports. This is not the way human beings should treat other human beings.
I'm reading this on behalf of State Representative Sandy Pihos and Patty Bellick. And this is a letter that they sent to the editor and also to the governor in support of human services. We would like to offer our own proposal that demonstrates fiscal responsibility and provides real ethics reform while top officials in Illinois continue to negotiate the delicate process of balancing the budget books and preserving necessary and very critical programs in our state. We find it unacceptable that agencies that provide services to our most vulnerable citizens are the ones that are always threatened by cuts first when we experience a shortfall in the budget. We strongly believe that there are other measures that can be taken to provide the additional funding for the Human Services Department. We propose cutting all new spending from the 2010 budget, cutting 10% from all state agencies, and spreading those cuts among all agencies so that one area of the budget is not drastically affected over another. A moratorium should be placed on any new program.
My name's Teresa Nyhill. I'm the Executive Director of Metropolitan Family Services DuPage. I'm an Illinois resident and I am a consumer of human services. I'm angry, I'm embarrassed, and I am very disappointed in our elected officials. To emphasize, our elected officials do not come to an agreement on the state budget and instead use human services as a pawn in their chess game. The residents that they are elected to represent are being hurt. You and me are being hurt. Metropolitan Family Services is one of the oldest nonprofits in Metro Chicago. We served over 55,000 people last year through our child care programs, our early childhood programs, our programs for adoptive children, for those in foster care, and our specialized programs for older adults and their families. In DuPage County, we served over 8,300 individuals and families. Most of the clients we see are working. They are clients who sometimes work more than one job so they can see, and often that doesn't make ends meet. With the cuts the state has already informed us of, Metropolitan will lay off approximately 100 staff, over a quarter of our workforce. In DuPage, I will personally lay off approximately 20 staff, over 35% of my workforce. And approximately 1,600 clients in DuPage that we serve will no longer receive services. First, about the staff. I see some posters out there that say, don't cut our jobs. You must work for human service agencies, and I commend you. These are smart, dedicated, and incredibly hardworking individuals who can easily work in the corporate or for-profit world and make much more money. Instead, they have decided to serve their fellow human beings, a la human services. These are people who will now join the ranks of the unemployed, which will continue to grow in Illinois. They will collect unemployment. They may need to apply for TANF and food stamps. They will no longer have health insurance. They will no longer contribute to the state revenue through their income tax. These are your neighbors and your friends. They are in many ways heroes, just like our police officers and firefighters. They just fight a different battle. One on behalf of thousands of Illinois families. One which says, healthy families make healthy communities, healthy schools, and healthy work environments.
No more cuts! 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 No more cuts!
Okay, at this time, I'd like to introduce to you Pete DeCiani, Mayor of Elmhurst.
Thanks, Kathy. Not only am I the mayor of Elmhurst and on the board of Metropolitan Family Services with Teresa Nihil, does a great job making sure our seniors and all of our families get the right treatments and cares because we have state funding. But that funding is going to go away. And not only am I representing the town that has the largest senior base in DuPage County that needs these services, and has hundreds of families with disabilities, like Lee Jorwick's son out there, it's got autism, and my daughter that has autism. But I am here to say the leaders of this state, we're the 10th wealthiest state in the country, 10th wealthiest. We fund disabilities and people with mental illness as we're the 51st state in the country. 51st. Puerto Rico beat us. Puerto Rico, okay? They're not even a state, they're a province, but they beat us. It's disgusting. We have the funds, we have the means, but the people that are the most vulnerable, you out there that are most vulnerable, are getting sidestepped because of politics. That's wrong. That is wrong. Not only do we need to call our state legislators, our senators, and our reps, we got to call the leaders, because believe me, Lee Jorwick and I were down there last year trying to get an autism bill passed, and it's the leaders that control this. It's everybody from the governor to our state, the president of the Senate, Senate President Cullerton. It's Speaker Madigan, who we had some issues with last year with the autism bill, but we finally, with hundreds and thousands of people coming together, we got it done. But it takes phone calls, it takes letters, it takes loud people like me and Kathy Figueroa. We are people, 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 we are people. We need our rights. These people need rights just like everybody else. In fact, we need more. You know why? Because God, unfortunately, we got some tough times. A lot of our people have tough situations. They have disabilities. They have mental illness. The leading cause of disability in DuPage County is mental illness. It's not a broken arm or a broken leg. It's mental illness.
What about a birth defect?
That's right. Birth defects. You know what? These are the most vulnerable people, and we're treated, even though we have numbers, we're treated like the least. And that's not right. We are the people that need the help the most, and we have corruption in state government. We have nepotism. We have things going on that aren't right, and the money is not going to the people that need it the most, and it's not fair. As mayor of the city of Elmhurst, as father of Brianna, as a friend of Lee Jorwick's and Kathy Terrell, I'm out here saying we got to stop it. We need the funding restored, and we need these programs to remain.